Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now to some politics. The Ondo State House of Assembly has warned against violating the resolutions of President Bola Tinubu's meeting with the House members and other stakeholders over the lingering political crisis in the state. The House held its first plenary session on Tuesday after last Friday's meeting with Tinubu in Abuja. At the end of the plenary, the Speaker of the Assembly, Olamide Oladiji, disclosed that as part of the resolutions reached at the meeting with Tinubu, the Deputy Governor, Aiyedatiwa, was asked to write an undated resignation letter and submit it to the President. Now, it was gathered that the letter might be activated if Aiyedatiwa contravenes any of the resolutions reached in the peace meeting with stakeholders from the state. According to the Speaker, there was no resolution reached to that effect, as Aiyedatiwa, or to the effect that Aiyedatiwa will be made acting governor, stressing that the status quo will remain. Now, to further discuss the political crisis in Ondo State, I am joined by a legal practitioner and managing associate, Copley Partners, Okiki Adeniran. Good morning, Okiki. Thank you so much for joining me.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. So to begin with, could you perhaps, clarify what an undated letter of resignation is, and is it within the authority of the House of Assembly to request that the deputy governor sign such letter?
An undated resignation letter is basically a letter that was not dated. There's no date on it at all. Now, such letter is not enforceable. It's not valid. And it's not valid because there's no date on it. There's no date for it to take effect. You agree with me that a resignation letter should have a date from which it takes effect. So such letters are not valid. They are not enforceable. And just to speak about the House of Assembly, I believe they don't have the right to ask the deputy governor to submit such letter. The deputy governor was elected; he was not appointed. And an elected political office holder, there are ways to go about it. It's stated in the Constitution. You cannot tell such a person to bring a letter of resignation, and in fact, an undated letter of resignation. It's not done.
Okay, now it's a norm, or in the Constitution actually states that if the governor is incapacitated in any way, that the deputy should actually take over running the affairs of the state. Yeah. Now, to your knowledge, I'm actually tempted to ask why all this is actually happening. But to your knowledge, has the deputy governor been charged with any wrongdoing at all?
Well, to my own knowledge, there's nothing that the deputy governor has done, in the sense that there's nothing, there's no contravention of the Constitution. There has not been any misappropriation that has been leveled against him. Nothing has been done, and to this, it's pure politics. And these are the things that are affecting the political space in Nigeria. If you are saying that a deputy governor, the deputy governor is not around, and a deputy governor should step in as the acting governor, then that's the proper thing to do. It has happened in Nigeria. It happened during the time of President Aiyedatiwa and President Goodluck Jonathan. And, although there were issues around it, but it happened eventually. So, it should be done. It should be a case of, the deputy governor stepping in as the acting governor. He hasn't done anything. There's no wrongdoing at all. And
okay, so let's just quickly, backtrack to the undated letter.
Yes.
Now, in the event that, Aiyedatiwa, for some reason, does sign such a letter, now, will he be doing it, will he be automatic, or what he will do, like signing it, will it automatically contravene, resolutions reached at the peace meeting with stakeholders from the state? I'm talking about if he signs it and then, anything goes wrong and he contravenes, what they actually, agreed on at the meeting. Are you aware of the details of this particular said resolution? And isn't a letter like that tantamount to having him on a leash, yes, and even holding him hostage?
Yes, I'm aware of the resolution. I'm aware of the resolution. And in fact, just like you said, it's tantamount to having him on a leash. What it means, and just from what you've read, if he takes a decision that is against the resolution of the meeting, it means that the letter can be dated and then it's enforceable. It means that he has to work on eggshells and make sure that nothing is done that is improper by him for them to say, you know what, we'll date the letter and then we'll let you go. So that's it. It's tantamount to having him on a leash. In that sense, he cannot express himself fully because once he sends a letter, the holder of such letter can request for something that is not even that was not even the resolution before, and he cannot do anything.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Okiki, for joining me. I think due to time, we would actually have to wrap up this conversation here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.